Hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on which part of the world are you signing in from. My name is Samir. Hi, welcome. Look what I have got for you today. Can you see this? My technicals are not able to do multitasking. Have a look at this. See what I have. Yeah, today is Raj Mata. It is the most important, it is actually probably the most important seed in north of India. Rajma chawal. Chawal. Yeah, Rajma and chawal. That's like the sexiest lunch ever. Oh, and I've got another interesting thing. I've got leftover paneer and mutter. If you're a desi, you know what I'm talking about. This is chickpea and paneer. Well, not chickpea, this is peas. These are regular green peas. Where would you have seen them? Mashed peas, you would have seen mashed peas. Otherwise, green peas are like something which is not very popular in the West, but it's very popular here with paneer. What is paneer? Paneer is a substitute for chicken. So when you don't want to eat meat, you want to have a vegan meal, you go for paneer. Cool? Yeah. Let me just see if I can get myself some good lighting. I was hoping to give you some better visuals. Let's see how this goes. Okay. Yeah, so we'll get straight in today. I have been, one of the big complaints I'm getting from everybody, from my producers, is that I take too long to do this. So, well, you forget. I mean, if I do both, right? I do actually three, four things together. One of them is to remind you that if you are here, please sign in, chat, and say hi, so I know that you're here. Otherwise, there's no way. Hey, man, bro, what's up? Good afternoon, my good man. How are you, Akshay? How's it going? आज क्या बन रहा है पता है? Today I'm making rajma salad. मतलब इससे हेल्दी सैलड नहीं बन सकता. This is the original authentic. और आज मेरे पास एक नई चीज भी है. If you can see what I'm talking about. Yes, I've got this nice light that's going to create a cinematic effect. देखो chopping तो करनी है, so I might as well make it fun. I'm so sorry for my disheveled look, bhai. I would have liked to be shaved and clean, but not all professors can be so. तभी तो professors ऐसे घूमते हैं वंगी जैसे. Sorry, I'm supposed to speak in one language. So how's it going with you? I missed you last couple of days. How was your weekend? How was your Diwali? I hope you had a good time. Fatate, fatate. Did you get a chance to do any fatate? You know, I often think about my history as my child and as a child and so yes bro, आज बिल्कुल full on है देखो आज. मतलब इससे healthy नहीं बन सकता. Sorry, let me first finish. When I often catch myself thinking about this time when I used to bloody die to burst crackers. Matlab, remember having taken my father in Hyderabad to some bloody god-forsaken city outside the city, far away. Why? Because I had heard that the firecrackers there are very cheap. Well, my parents obliged, they're just very nice people. But firecrackers was such a big deal. And I now think, I don't know what happened to me. Is it about getting, I don't think this is what it means to get old. I don't think so. I know a lot of kids who've kind of said no thank you to firecrackers, and I'm like, how old are you, man? But I don't know what is the thing with firecrackers because so Chinese also do it. And recently I realized that this firecracker thing. Hi, producer. Sorry, I've not put the freedom camera for my producer to be able to get featured in this. I will do that. Again, something I forgot. I'm working on some electronics, man. That's why I have not been able to take care of myself. Yeah, so basically क्या सीन है फूड का चाइना हम तुम अभी येलो डैक से मिलोगे येलो डैक इज a guy who is from China. Okay, I hope he comes and says I really You are still into firecrackers. Bro, that's so cool. So I feel guilty about this. Hi guys, if you're here for the first time, my name is Samir. I make kaiben, which I'll be making in another sometime. Today is Tuesday and Friday. This is the days I make it. Akshay, you should check this out too. It's made out of hemp seed and flaxseed. Phenomenal piece of product. Khane ki cheez, it's food. Um, what was I saying? I was telling you something about firecrackers. Yeah, firecrackers. So these Chinese, they have this. I did not know what is the thing with firecrackers. You've seen those dragons that they keep bouncing around. They have this New Year Chinese dragon firecracker things. So apparently it is to ward away some demon. I don't know why we burst crackers. I know we celebrate Diwali for that, for the amazing things, but I don't know what is the reason why we burst crackers. The noise, where does this come from? Light, I understand. Noise, noise. Okay, so one of the things, feedback that I'm getting from my producers is that I take too long to make the salad, and I have made a promise to be fast about it. And I've got, actually today I had a story to tell you about sleep, okay? But I think I will reserve it. I'll reserve it for a longer session. Sleep is a very, very boring topic to talk about. It literally does put everybody to sleep. It's a very tiring topic to understand. It's just okay. I'll tell you. You would have heard of N1, N2, N3, and let me break it down. Let's do it in a couple of maybe next couple of days. First, everybody's sleep is different. How? It's like fingerprints. It's like your iris, your pupil color. It's which you are gifted with light colors. So for the rest of you, if you don't know who I'm talking about, Akshay, this guy who's chatting here, he's got light hazel colored eyes, which Aishwarya Rai has. Yeah, so it's supposed to be. Well, don't feel special, Akshay. You just lack some of the pigments. That's why your eyes are lighter. But it is a special thing, right? So a lot of people, and I'm sure it changes in the light. Some days it's different. Some days, tantric belief Diwali nights are highest on dark energies. Blasting crackers is a way to ward off. This is what I'm taking. These energies being warded off with sound. I'll tell you some couple of things, okay? You pass by a bakery and you're like, oh, amazing. Okay, now just let's stop time. First of all, what are you smelling? What are these molecules that have floated all the way? Molecules, they're built with atoms. Atoms are 99.9% empty space. Wait, it gets even worse. So first of all, these things that are wafting through the air and they enter your nostrils and your brain is able to make sense out of them. And sense up to an extent that it creates memories. So it's been proven by medical science that dopamine is released when you smell fresh wheat being cooked. Amar, hi, Zarif Dino. Good afternoon, good morning. I love your name, man. Zarif Dino. Where are you from? तो ये जो स्मेल का गेम है ना, अमेजिंग है. अरोमा स्पेशली, it's a phenomenal sensory organ that we have, which is obviously so much lesser than what dogs have. We win the taste department, but we lose in the smell department. So the smells sound enticing your senses to take care of energies makes sense, but the noise, it's to shut off our brain, maybe to stop thinking, our brain, make our brain shut down. That could be it. It happens in a concert. Well, it may not happen in a Jagjit Singh concert, but if you don't know who Jagjit Singh, please go look it up. Jagjit Singh, but he's past. He's past tense. No, he's not. I don't think. Does he categorize as a ghazal fellow? Ghazal fellow? The only ghazal I know is that female who is the founder of this company called. Which company is she founder? Yaar, Ghazal Alag. Her name is Ghazal Alag. This is sprouts. That's a lot of sprouts. Look at the static that is holding them. They don't want to leave. Now, where have we seen these visuals before? Today's chopping is less. I will keep it fast. I don't want to. Yeah, I'm getting this constant feedback from everybody that you are spending far too much time talking and not chopping enough. No, that's not true. I do chopping, I do cutting, I have to plan also, right? Now look at this. Remember that I'd made that bhel? Bloody overflowing, yaar. Lalach buri bala hai. But if you don't have lalach, then how do you call yourself a human? You have to be lalchi. That's part of, it's not really a bad thing. Well, okay, I will reserve this because this is again back to that energy thing. Diwali and all these festivals, they're designed to bring us together as humans, to be able to live together and create harmony. Because if you think about it, humans create the best together. Any creation is at a different league when it is done with each other together. It's about what we experience. Whether you eat a meal, you cook a meal, go camping, go trekking, play a sport, play music, or even just live, watch TV. Well, okay, maybe not television. Watching television, watching a movie, listening to a radio show, all of everybody together. These are concepts that are lost. You ask a 10-year-old or a 15-year-old today, what does it mean? What will you do if the internet is off? Why will it be off? Why? Everything is why. And you're telling him, listen, internet, if you lose your internet, how do you stay busy? I'll take my friend's internet. I had a studio. Well, part of my home, the garage, I had converted into a studio. And I used to do musical recordings there. So a bunch of these youngsters used to come. Really cool it was, bro. I wish sense had prevailed. I would have had to record them maybe and put them. Maybe I'll make you hear one of their sessions. Really talented bunch of kids, man. And these guys used to come over. And one day after the session got over, I was still in the studio, and all these boys went outside, and I could hear them outside the studio rambling away with some deals are happening. I don't know what's happening. I opened the studio. I said, "What the hell are you guys doing outside?" No, no, bhaiya, we're just going. We're just planning our departure. I said, "Planning a departure? That's big. What the hell are you planning?" These boys were what, in class 10th. So they were like 15, 16, just when we knew each other, Akshay. Guys, for the rest of you, if you're here, please say hi so I know you are signed into the stream. Otherwise, for me, there is no way to know. And so these boys are, some scheme is going on, and I can make out one of them is the leader schemer. He's on his phone, really punching hard, or rather touching the phone hard. So I asked him, I said, "What are you up to?" Like, "Bhaiya, just a few more seconds." Okay, done. Okay, boys. I'm like, "What happened? What did you do?" Apparently, some cab company, Ola cabs, they were giving a discount to one of them. All six of them cheapoed that discount. All six of them. I don't know how they did it. So six cabs were booked on the same discount, which is a 50% discount coupon or some shit. I wish I had held them back to understand how they did it. It is a wild time right now. It is unfortunate, but it's also a good time. The contrast has become very evident because there is so much of light. All the darkness has gone. So those who are hiding, they will now they are all coming out, right? It's all getting exposed, if that's the correct way of saying it. But humanity's darkest secrets are now getting exposed. Are you love this story, Akshay? Listen to this. So they created this super mom. Who's a super mom? Super mom is someone who wakes out of bed looking like a diva. Then she's made breakfast before the husband and the kids are gotten ready. It's all done. The best breakfast you could ask for. And then the husband and the kids have left to work, and she is going to be baking, she will be cooking, she will be cleaning in her heels, then she will socialize with her friends. By evening, everybody will be back home, and she'll have this spectacular dinner laid out. And obviously, where does this super mom come from? Amphetamine. This visual imagery of this new social capitalism has benefited the most by selling to women. I'm not saying it, well, they make everything fun, bro. It's the females that make everything fun. Across, I'm a farmer. I'm telling you, males are useless. They can be substituted like this, which is why the armies are filled with them. The female is the precious one, no? You want to, I must bring this to you, bro. This was one of the crazy conversations I had with someone, and there are enough men who are hiding behind this whole parda that we support women all the time. And I'm like, listen, what are you supporting? Men and women are like two different fruits. There is nothing that you're going to try to equate them on. It's stupid. But anyways, so question is about the first batch of NDA kids, girls are passing out, right? There was a heated conversation happening on both sides. I am, to be very fair, I think women are better. But I think it makes no sense to go across and bring back a dead body of a female soldier. That's beyond shameful. And that's how I look at it. I wouldn't want to be bringing back dead bodies. That's, you're getting what I'm saying. I feel, again, as I said, I'm a farmer. My thinking is driven by gender from this point of view. I don't think men and women are equal. I think women are better. But anywho, so this became a balloon conversation, and as you can imagine, one thing led to another. By the end of the night, all the whiskey was over. Yeah. There's a guy. Oh shit! I forgot, man. Kinney. If his Kinney's here, I hope that person joins in. That person is studying theology, tribal, as in how tribes think about leadership, about carrying forward their legacy. These are ideas. Imagine if they had taught us all of these things in school. Don't you think you would have been able to command your men better? Just 1 year of IMA is not enough, na? These are skills, the life skills. Just like they teach you swimming or they will teach you horse riding. All of this matters, right? Yeah, I know women. No, women are superior. That is known. That is why they've been given the power of giving birth. It is not, the man is useless. In nature, the males are food basically. They are that's how they are used. In some cases, the females only eat the males. You've not seen my that episode. Okay, I will try to beam this one of these days. Mating rituals in the wild. They're crazy, bro. They're actually wild. I'm telling you, us men are totally surely in the weaker. We are the weaker gender for sure. We all know it already. Well, the smart men know it. Not every man is aware of this. He's not cognizant of this fact that it's the woman who holds the power. So the forces have always had the. I met these Jews, these Israelis. They're not Jews. My bad. Sorry, I take that back. When I met these Israelis, it popped up on my brain. This guy is telling me, and both of them, okay, gorgeous looking specimens, both the male and the female. In the hostel, I met them, Bombay. Mein. I must tell you the juicy bits of how it happened. So I typically by evening I used to finish my work. I had these farms I had put up in Bombay. So I used to go to service them. And I came back one evening, had a quick shower, came out to the courtyard, and that courtyard had a long bench where maybe 10 of us could sit. On that bench was lying this large whale. No, she was not fat, she was not big, she was a big person in a black dress that was slit all the way up to her thigh. And you could see her thighs. She looked ravishing. And I don't kid you, she could have thrashed the shit out of every guy on that floor. She looked so strong. She was strong. On the other side of the floor was a gentleman. He must be what, 900 feet tall and really chiseled, smoking away. These are situations where I must intervene. So I intervened, not because I just want to make friends with them. Before you ask, it has backfired. But I've never went to jail, so it's okay. No, I always choose my genders. So I went and made friends with the boy first, and obviously it was crazy, bro. So he asks me, "What are you saying? You had a natural catastrophe in the hills of Himalayas, and the army was deployed." And I'm like, "Yeah, bro, it was a big thing. They needed choppers and men, and you know what he says? He says, then what does the police do?" I'm like, "How do I tell him?" So there was a lot. He was a Palestinian. His girlfriend, she's a Jew. The way lying on the bed, she was a Jew. He was a Palestinian, and he was serving in the Israeli army. I told him, I said, "What are you saying? We've heard, and this is 6, 7, 2018. So that's like nice 7 years ago." And I asked him, I said, "What do you mean? How are Palestinians?" He's like, "What do you mean? We live there. We can join the army." And I'm like, "Okay, why do we hear such crazy things from some of the that was actually one of the points in my life where I remember so clearly where I realized don't read the news. Don't listen to the news. You want to know what's happening in a piece of land, go there, meet someone who's there and ask them what's happening. Don't be a fool because the human brain is not conditioned to catch lies so easily. We are very manipulative in that way. Just few audio visual things and our brain is like, yeah, this is correct, this is correct. You know the joke, no? If you a cube, if you don't change its perspective, it looks like a square. A pyramid, if you don't get the third direction, the third point of view looks like a triangle. Circle, squares, there are so many mathematical figures that just our brains can't catch up. So it's mapped to dimensions, it's mapped to time. There is a lot of philosophy around it. If you are interested, I'll point you to a few people, but stay away from them. It's a rabbit hole. You won't really. So ginger is an important thing. Ginger is a must. I forgot to add ginger. I added the chili, I didn't add the ginger. You see what I did? Sorry, I was chatting away. I peeled the ginger, thin slices, and then julienne. I got to be careful while cutting ginger. I'll cut my finger off. Yes, it has happened. And it's not fun. No, I was not feeling like a hero at that time. Actually, it didn't happen with this knife. It happened with a pen knife. That red one, na? Victorinox red one. I was trying to cut a hole in a plastic bottle or something. The knife slipped, hit my thumb. I didn't realize what had happened. But in a few seconds, once the pain caught up to my brain, it's nice. When your pain catches up to the brain. Onions, rajma. Rajma is kidney beans. Sprouts, tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, chilies, ginger. That's it. And the good part about this is that you can boil all of these on one day and keep it. So, from a salad making point of view, it becomes easier. I'm going to add some garlic. Not everybody is fond of raw garlic. But hey, I'm not making for everybody. So, there will be garlic in the garlic cannon. You should get yourself, bro, this. If you are fond of garlic, all of you, not just Akshay. If you like this, please get yourself this garlic press. It's a lifesaver. There are a few things which I feel require human invention. One of them is um, cleaning of the hemp seed. Abhi, I'll be making this at 1:30. I'll begin streaming how I make the product. You should come and see that. They're just fresh hemp seeds which are put into a machine with in a ratio with flax seeds. So raw hemp seeds by themselves, after you cold press them, they don't reach the right omega ratio. It's omega 6 is to omega 3. That ratio, I need a particular golden ratio. It's like a 4 is to 1, approximately 4 is to 1 kind of a thing. That I don't get. So therefore, I do it this way. This is fresh garlic. So I mix a hemp seed and flaxseed ratio, which is then cold pressed into the machine. And after I cold press it, it sits for a day and then it is bottled and then dispatched all over. You should try eating it. It's tasted before I bottle it, so we know for sure that there is no contamination. Children are eating it. You can be assured it's very clean and it's really helpful. If you have seniors in your home, na, give it to them. They will love. They'll sleep better. Okay, that reminds me. It's time to open the bottle of Kakvi. You know what is Kakvi, Akshay? Have you had a chance to taste this product yet? Have you heard of this company called Two Brothers? If you ever order from them, you please make it a point to tell them, for everybody, all of you, if you are going to buy anything from Two Brothers, please make it a point to tell them that Samir sent you. Unless you know about them already. If you do, that's fine. But you please tell them, write to their founder if you have to. Satyajit, his name is. Please tell them. I think they're a phenomenal company. They're a smart company. They're doing a good job. They're doing a great service to the farming community. Their products are great. And they're doing something which I guess more people should be doing, taking accountability for food. So this is what their product is. It's jaggery. It's basically food, jaggery, sugarcane juice that's cooked for a bit. So it develops this nice beer-like flavor. Very nice. I'll use a little bit of that. Very nice. It's really, really good. I've tried a few kakvis. This one is one of the best. In fact, it is really the best. Salt, pepper, oregano. Oregano. I have not put salt in that, so I'll add a little bit more salt here. This is, they call it kosher salt, basically khada namak, salted sea salt. Some oregano. Pepper. Without the pig. And now I'm not adding cider today. Today what I will add is lemon juice. Lemon juice goes, it's much better than cider. Especially when it comes to rajma and sprouts. Those sprout seeds that you saw. Look at this. This is just a simple salt, sugar, sweet, sour, all the flavors in it. There's no chili yet. There's garlic in it. Hi, brown boy. I'm going to put a camera and show them how you are shining today. Okay. Short finals. Flaps down. Gears down. Preparing to land. Your ground forces don't understand these air terminologies. Oh, bro, something we need to talk about. Maybe we'll do the offline. Are you noticing these days? I did not know that a Sukhoi 30's onboard radar has a range of 60 kilometers. I would say this is sensitive information. It's not information that I should know. Do you agree with me? Technical details of armaments. Who's telling me this information? This is public information. These are Faujis, retired Faujis, who are being interviewed on podcasts. And they're revealing some... Of course, it's entertainment, so you can always argue that, listen, how do you know that they are accurate? But these are technical details of products which are not available to everybody. Are you getting? I'm not saying that there is anything good and bad about it, but I definitely feel that there needs to be some secrecy that needs to be maintained. It's called discernment. It's the idea of discerning what information is valuable and what is not. I mean, every general has to go through this, right? It's not like they have a choice. Now, in this salad, as you can see, the level of carbohydrate, sugars, is low. So I've added the kakwi, which is basically just sugarcane juice, but overall the level of carbohydrate is lower. But that doesn't mean that this is a bad salad. How do I increase its flavor? I add some fats, good fats, the best fats that I make. Kaiben. Yeah, this is the best you can make for a salad, and it tastes brilliant. It's got. I'll send you some. If you are cool, yeah, I know you will have to trust me. That is the part which is the difficult part, and I'm your farmer. I'm your food maker. So you look how much I'm adding. Yeah, I can add. The thing with this is that this has got tryptophan in it. Tryptophan is the natural, it's a precursor to melatonin, serotonin, vitamin B3. Our entire circadian rhythm is governed by these components, melatonin. That's why you would have heard them sleep related things. My book has a lot more information, Akshay. If you're interested, get to it. Otherwise, just ask me questions. Today's session was about sleep. You've heard of REM, NREM, N1, N2, N3. All of this is, it took me some time to figure my head around it because I have been an insomniac all my life. Well, I used to be, and I used to proudly peacock around and I don't need to sleep. Sure, you do. Randy Gardner, before you go, I'll tell you this story about this guy called Randy Gardner. This guy stayed awake for 11 days. Guinness Book has stopped taking entries in this category now. Everything is good. This guy's speech is not slurred, blurred, nothing. All his vision, everything is working fine. The scientists, these guys told him, listen, you count backwards from 100, count backwards 7 times, deduct 7. Diwali, Diwali. Diwali is not over. Anyways, so they said deduct 7 from 100. He was happily doing merrily, he's deducting. At 65, he stopped. So the observers asked him, what happened? You know what he says? What happened? They said, why did you stop? Randy says, stop what? Randy forgot what he was doing. Pause and reflect on this. This is a big problem. You know, this is not recognized in the forces as much, how important sleep is. Of course, it is known, but it's not practiced as much. Yeah, maybe you can't practice it, let's be honest there also. But anywho, that's me. Did I finish it in 30 minutes? Oh, I'm 3 minutes over. Not bad. 30 minutes. And I'll see you again tomorrow with a brand new effort. Bring friends, bro. We'll make a great conversation out of this. See you, bye. Yum.